And you're very welcome to the athletic grounds here on a very wet Friday evening, where we're going to take the first part of extra time between Annaghmore and Sarsfields. The story of this game was all Sarsfields the first half, all Annaghmore the second half. Annaghmore in absolute total control of the game until the 4.5 minutes of injury time called, and a high ball went into the heading towards the goals, and Sarsfields got it into the back of the net one way or the other, so the game ended up 2-9 to 2-9. So here we are, we've got extra time in the first game. The big game is going to be held back for a few minutes, so this is going to be a rollicking end to the week before the big games tomorrow in Crow Park and Sunday. And of course there's 94 championship matches all around Ulster. You might have heard that in the BBC or UTV, but you got that on Armagh TV right across the province, right across Ulster. 94 championship games will be played this weekend. So we're now waiting for the toss to be, I think the toss has been carried out. We're waiting on the referee to throw the ball up, or else is he reaching for the pocket? No, he's waiting, so the teams are ready to go here. John Joe, you're back again. What can we say about the end of that last game?
Well, it was a bit rain-soaked for the last 15 minutes or so, but Sarsfields put the pressure on, and it all rewarded with a last-minute goal, which I think young McConville, the manager of College Lawn, was a bit shocked and surprised. He didn't know whether it had gone in or the match had been called over, so he wasn't that impressed with their defence. But apart from that, it's all set to go for 10 minutes each way.
10 minutes each way. Sarsfields in the famous hoops and Annaghmore in the famous red, and the ball is broken down into the middle, and the foot comes in there with the referee. Tony O'Hara says play on. Tackles coming in. Oisin McKeever going forward has played a brilliant game. Super footballer, very, very strong player on the ball. Right foot, left foot, up in the air, and he puts that one, and he puts it over the bar. What a score from the man who's wearing number 14, but he was operating from the midfield, and he's back out into the middle of the field. What a score.
I think the manager of College Lawn was a bit shocked and surprised. He didn't know whether it had gone in or the match had been called over, so he wasn't that impressed with their defence. But apart from that, it's all set to go for 10 minutes each way.
10 minutes each way. Sarsfields in the famous hoops. So if you're getting a little bit of feedback here, don't worry about it. We'll just keep the game going.
Yeah, I just heard myself talking back there. It's a bit of a shock for me. So
has played a brilliant game. Super footballer, very, very strong player on the ball. Right foot, left foot, up in the air, and he puts that one, and he puts it over the bar. What a score from the man who's wearing number 14, but he was operating from the midfield, and he's back out in the middle of the field. What a score. Well, the game goes on here. Sarsfields on the attack. The ball drops short. Well, again, Annaghmore sort of just waiting and waiting and waiting, and in goes the Sarsfields defender. Forward picks the ball up. Well, there's a little bit of a knockdown there. The ball has gone wide, so the ball has gone wide. The feedback here, don't worry about it. We'll just keep the game going.
Yeah, I just heard myself talking back there. It's a bit of a shock. Yeah, the clouds are still looking grey over, but it's dry at the moment. And then we have a quick kick out by the College Lawn keeper, and they're moving up the wing.
Well, Annaghmore are on the attack underneath us here, going up the right hand side. McKeever again, Oisin McKeever. Ball pushed back, and this time big midfielder from Annaghmore is coming down, and well, he offloads the pass there. That was on Michael McQuaid. So Annaghmore just back to McKeever. This man has been involved in everything. He's been pulled to the ground there. The referee says play on. He spilled the ball out, and Sarsfields repel that attack and go forward. It's 2-10 to 2-9 in favour of the men in red and white.
Kick out by the College Lawn keeper. And it's been played quite a flankless pace at the moment, but Sarsfields move up into the 20 yards. Ready to go for a goal.
Sarsfields to get a goal here. Well, he overcarried that ball. The referee says play on. The ball has gone out. The Sarsfield man looked up in total amazement.
I think the umpire made a good decision there. He had to watch him on travelling into him at quite high speed. He didn't know he was going to go for a goal or a point, but in the end he actually did nothing. So it went wide. Now College Lawn are moving up through the midfield.
Annaghmore, you mean, not
Annaghmore. Why am I saying?
College Lawn is playing here. John Joe, we had a different game in a different venue. That's for sure.
College Lawn and Annaghmore. Sorry about that. That's going back to my roots.
The ball drops down. A great pick up there, and a chance here for Annaghmore. Back to that man McKeever. He leans back, strikes to the right foot, puts it up, but it just curls. Oh, it's over the bar.
It's over the bar.
Superb score from Oisin. And the more I see of this man, of course, he played for the county. Super footballer.
The umpire made a good decision there. He had to watch him on travelling into him at quite high speed. He didn't know he was going to go for. Yeah, that was a good point. That was well taken out. Sarsfields are clearing it out. Didn't get a good kick out. Was well intercepted. And they're moving forward. And Annaghmore tried another shot, but it's fallen wide and short. Yeah, the umpire's giving it wide on the right hand side of the keeper. Again, it's dark here, but there's no rain at the moment.
Well, there was a lot of rain earlier on there. The sky's absolutely empty. It was like sitting on the Niagara Falls watching the water come tumbling down. If you've ever been there, that's what it was like here this evening in the athletic grounds. The water coming off the top of the stand, the covered stand. But we wait now for Sarsfields. Again, great pick up in the middle of the field. Annaghmore get on with the ball. Picks it up away over the far side midfield. It pushes away on the left. A chance for Annaghmore to get another score on the board. But great defensive work. Away over in the far corner. Slips the ball back. This time left foot, but it's dropping short and it goes wide. And John Joe, go back to the end. It's a 45. Come back to the game earlier on. Annaghmore had at least 5 opportunities to put an extra score on the board and couldn't do it.
Exactly, that's what happened to them at the end. They just capitulated to the Sarsfields movement on the pitch. But again, they were a strong team. They seemed there's 5 minutes away in this first half of it. It's coming up to 5 minutes, 4 minutes 38 seconds, and it's a 45. The young goalkeeper's coming up to take this. Matthew McNeice,
son of Kevin, nephew of Father Cullen, sitting out here, who's moved to Crossmaglen next week. He's been a parish priest in Cullyhanna for as long as I can remember, but he's moving to Crossmaglen to just take things easy. And he's sitting here and he was telling me that Matthew is his nephew. So there we have it here, the family ties down here in the ecclesiastical capital of Ireland here, where the goalkeeper strikes, leans back, and again he's got the distance but he hasn't got the direction, and the radar must be pulled off there due to the rain that was coming down earlier on, John Joe.
Yes, he set himself up well for that one, but it was 10 feet wide. On the left hand side, it was sitting up here in the comedy box looking down the athletics ground. It's a good crowd here tonight as well.
Yeah, and earlier on the score, Cullerville 10 points, Whitecross 1-8, so a 1 point win there for the men from Whitecross in the championship match played earlier on this evening. But Annaghmore are in control, but they're playing down the field. The wind has sort of died here, so there's no wind. The rain has stopped. A chance, an absolute chance. Well, that's more like a rugby tackle there. The way the Annaghmore man went down, that was the substitute, and that was Neil McConville went down there. He's got us free. The referee's calling the first aider over, and this again is a chance for Annaghmore to get a score on the board.
Yes, he looks as if he's in quite a bit of pain down there, but it didn't look up that hard a challenge. But at the same time, he might have fell awkwardly.
And of course, if you're getting a wee bit of kickback now, that's all gone. I sort of blame the weather, the static, and the clouds over the athletic grounds was probably bouncing our commentary back at us here, John Joe.
Well, I'm glad I switched my echo button off now.
So that's it. And of course, the press box is full here with the legendary Eugene Craney, Joe McManus, and John Morrison, Paddy Sapser. Everybody's here this evening, this game. And of course, there's a lot of men behind us here. They do all the do all the tweaking and do all the magical stuff to get this game out. And of course this game's going around the world all over the place, and we have to say, I know she may not be tuned in yet, but we could be having Gemma Fox over in Penswick in England. She said she was going to be tuning in, so if you are, Gemma, give our ma Twitter a little bit of a shout out there, of course, and we'll give you a wee mention here as we wait on the injury to the Annaghmore player. So
yeah, it seems quite serious at the moment. There seems to be quite a crowd around him. Hopefully it'll not be too bad. 7 minutes gone. There's about a minute of injury time here. And of course, a lot of championship action right across Armagh this weekend. And of course, the big game, Mahary and Crossmaglen here coming up immediately after this game. I have to give a quick shout out to a few guys in Boston as well. My son Tiernan, along with Michael Fox and a few Ballyhagan men.
Well, there you go, lads. The Ballyhagan men over in Boston. We hope you are tuned in. It's about 8:30 here. It's probably about 3:30 over there. So good afternoon to the men in Boston, Massachusetts. But here in the athletic grounds, in this wonderful, wonderful stadium in the heart of Armagh, where we have the championship flat to the mat this evening. Earlier on here, Sarsfields total control of the game. Annaghmore come back and played really, really well. And
and this is getting more serious at the moment. There's looking at a stretcher being brought on.
Well, there's a lot of medical people over there, so they're in no rush to get anybody moved quickly. So hopefully the medical people will do all is required. And here this evening in the athletic grounds, the big crowd. The rain has gone away. It's actually a lovely evening for football. So Annaghmore and Sarsfields, so it's a sort of a North Armagh derby here this evening. And now we have the next big one coming up where we have North Armagh versus South Armagh, and an interesting tussle between the famous Mahari men and the men from Crossmaglen. So
I think everybody's looking forward to that one. But again, this is a quality game at the moment. Again, it's been held up just at the moment for injury. There's 8:42 on the clock on, and we'll have to add injury time on.
Well, of course, and then you have the big replay tomorrow in Croke Park where you have Mayo versus Kerry. The consensus of opinion here is that Mayo have probably lost it, but I'm still convinced Mayo are a hardened team, John Joe.
Well, I have to say that I have to agree with you, but at the same time, there's always something that you have to watch out in the second game, whether they've got the strength, whether they've got the power in the legs just to keep up to the pace that they played the first game at.
Well, they answered that question when they played Roscommon in the replay. They absolutely hammered them. So an interesting game. Hopefully I'll be in Croke Park tomorrow afternoon to watch that. And then, of course, the big one on Sunday between Dublin and Tyrone. And again, that's a massive game. I wouldn't like to be calling that one. And then, of course, then you have the other big thing in the middle of the night where if you're going to be daft and pay £80, Conor McGregor is taking on Floyd Mayweather. So when we look at the value for money here, we reckon Armagh TV give you absolutely brilliant value for money. We bring you everything. And of course, we even bring you the odd chamuzzle as well, and you don't have to pay £80 for it. So there we have it. So a lovely evening, and here we have to say it's a sad sight to see any player being stretched off, but hopefully the young player from Annaghmore will be okay. So getting a standing ovation here from the crowd. So we wait the Annaghmore men just gather in a circle, have a little talk there. And John Joe, there was like 4.5 minutes there, so there's a good 5 minutes.
Well, this will be interesting to see what way the teams settle back into it, because as you say, it was 5 minutes of standard play that was stopped in the middle of it. They stood together in two different circles, so it's getting themselves back warmed up, back into the momentum of the game. Again, a loud round of applause from the audience.
I think he's probably got a broken collarbone by the way they're holding his arm, and that's so hopefully hopefully the Annaghmore lad will be okay. So Annaghmore have a chance here now to get a score on the board from the 45, but I'm not sure if you can score direct from that, but they don't. They put the ball over on the far side, and the game is back on again. The referee has indicated a little bit of the referee had his hand up and he was given advantage, nothing happened, so he's called the free. So this time this gives Annaghmore a chance, John Joe, to put a score on the board. We have 10 minutes and 50 seconds played, but we'll probably have 5 minutes to be played.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the announcement from their officials here to see exactly how many minutes extra have been played in this.
Well, the wise hacks that write for the papers, they don't understand the rules, that if there's an injury and you have possession of the ball, you retain possession of the ball, but you can't score from it. So you learn something new every day, and it's great to be able to inform the likes of the legendary scribes from Armagh the rules of the game here in the athletic grounds. So there, Annaghmore go another one up. So 11 minutes and 20 seconds, 2:12 to 2:9. That's 3 points up. There was one score there, John Joe, that I didn't spot.
I think there's one score that I didn't spot, but we presume the scoreboard will write itself.
The ball comes out, broken down. Again, it's all Annaghmore. A little bit of a push there, picked up. Heavy tackle coming in here. Sarsfield man runs around, but gets the free. And these Sarsfield numbers are nearly impossible to see under the lights with the sort of the yellow jersey. The yellow number on the hoops. The ball is pushed long down towards the full forward line. There's a runner coming off one man, off the other, slides the ball back to the wing half forward, pushes it inside. Again, good defensive shield by Annaghmore. They've put a lot of men in front, pushing them out. But the ball breaks inside, but a chance out on the outside this time, away over on the far side. So Sarsfields, 5 minutes. There is an extra 5 minutes to be played here. Sarsfields, well, that's a ball just scooped up in the air, hit up in the air, and it has gone over the bar. That was a sort of a lucky enough point there, John Joe. He just sort of hoofed it up in the air, and that was Cian Robinson. That goes over the bar, so that drops it back down now to 2 points.
Yeah, he skated off into the floodlights there, but it managed to come over the crossbar, and once again, another quality point. Again, these teams are bound to be feeling it on their legs just at the moment. A short kick out.
Well, this is where you want to be. If you want to play championship football, this is where the place to be in the athletic grounds on a Friday evening towards the end of August. So Annaghmore on the attack, and that man carrying the ball there was Matthew Willis. Ball pushed down along the sideline. Little bit of a push after it. There's a little tug there. That could have been McKeever. Again, is getting a lot of attention, and he's a very, very experienced player. He sits the ball down, and he's still down, and he'll be wasting as much time as he possibly can. He's playing some job as Oisin McKeever here from Annaghmore. Getting a little bit of cramp, John Joe. You were on the button there. They were saying they were cramping up a wee bit.
Yeah, for these guys it'll be an extra couple of minutes that they weren't expecting, but they should be well enough fit for it.
Well, John McCormick has the ball under his arm, and John's going to take his time here. This is well within a good free kicker, but he's going to go back ways. He pushes the ball all the way back to Willis. Willis gives it inside, and the runner comes looking for the ball, but that's a little dink along the ground. McCormick picks that one up. He was going to go for the shot, gives the ball inside. This time it's opened up here, and the ball is put up, and it's put over the bar, and it's put over the bar by Michael McQuaid. And Michael McQuaid's not a bad footballer.
He took that one well as he was on the move. Again, this is still so tight. Yeah, the clouds are still getting dark. We could get a wee shower of rain, or is that the rain starting again?
Well, we look over, we can see orange, a little bit of orange way over in the far, way over by Caledon on the far side. But the ball comes out, broken down. Sarsfields have a chance. They're driving up the middle of the field here on the left-hand side, looking for the runner. The runner comes on the outside, the corner back for Sarsfields. Michael Linden goes one way, puts the ball inside here, a chance, but out comes a cover, and great bit of defensive work there by Annaghmore. Oh, the referee gave the free there, and I would say if you were from Annaghmore, you would be very, very annoyed at that call by the referee. But the referee has been on the button all evening here, John Joe, and he's got everything spot on.
Yes, he has indeed. Didn't seem to be much. There didn't seem to be much in it, but at the same time, when you're an attacking team and the extra time.
Well, there's 14 minutes and 47 seconds on the big scoreboard at the Dalton Road here in the athletic grounds. So we await to see can Sarsfields bring this to within 2. The ball is up in the air, and the ball is dispatched just over the black spot.
And just as the rain settles back in,
Eamon McGowan picked that one over the bar, so that's a good score there from Sarsfields. And I would say the referee's going to blow the whistle. So half time here and extra time, it's 2:13 to 2:11. It's all to play for, and we await the immediate turnaround. As the referee, he'll be asking the two teams to immediately switch, but they'll probably go and get a wee bit of water, John Joe.
Well, I would think so. There's extra time added on there, and there's another 5 minutes. I would just be wondering what Mahary and Crossmaglen are thinking of this delay.
Well, they have two experienced teams. I would say they'll not be getting too annoyed about it. They would probably be happy enough. There's only like 10 or 15 minutes of a delay altogether. So here we are with 27 shots each. We're looking at the stats here. We have let's look at the possessions, John Joe. It's actually on the button, 56 possessions each, 44 attacks to 49 for Sarsfields. We have 34 shots to 32 in favour of Annaghmore, and we have 15 scores to Annaghmore and 13 scores to well, I sort of find that, yeah, because there's 2 points in it. The possession, Annaghmore kick out, and the Sarsfields kick out. So it's pretty, looking at the stats here, and if you can see them on the app, it's very, very tight.
It is indeed at the moment. As I say, even Sarsfields kick outs are level. Their turnovers 31 to Annaghmore, 30 to Sarsfields. Again, you say the possessions, everything. This is a tight match right to the very end for these last 10 minutes.
There's a wee bit of a mist coming down in the athletic grounds, whether that's rain sort of coming from the left-hand side, I'm not sure, but we await now. The Sarsfields men are just down in front of us here, and they're having a good talk at the huddle, and the Annaghmore men, they're doing a lot of stretching. There's a lot of stretching going on over there because both sets of players will be cramping up at this stage. A little bit of extra time. They're still in the championship. Each team has still a chance, but Annaghmore are in the driving seat. There's 2 points, but they're going to be playing up the field to the left-hand side as we look out here from the stand.
And again, the energy levels must be pushed up a wee bit for this, with the enthusiasm they have for the game, but also the adrenaline will be rushing through their veins. There's a good crowd here, as I say, on the athletics grounds tonight.
Well, we've one faller. Eugene Craney has just left the building. 40 odd years ago, Elvis departed. Eugene Craney has just done the same, but Eugene will be back. John Joe, Eugene will be back.
He will be back. I'm glad to hear that.
So we await now for the ball to be thrown in. The linesmen's come across. There's Paddy Hughes in front of us, shaking hands with the big Tony there from Annaghmore. Paddy, a very experienced official. Underneath it here, Crossmaglen man, Tony O'Hare, who has been, I have to say, Tony has been excellent here this evening as a referee, playing really, really well. And we await the ball to be thrown in for the last 10 minutes of this game.
And the rain settles on the athletics
well,
ground.
He nearly caught everybody out there. He was about to throw it up, and then he didn't. But the ball is up in the air now. A little bit of a push. Ball is broken down. Annaghmore have picked it up. That man again, he scored a point earlier on at the start of the extra time, and he's going forward. He dinks the pass in over the top, and this time a chance A chance for Annaghmore, left-footed, but he would have been better going on in with that one. The keeper from Sarsfields, well, he dropped that one, scullion, but he picked it up, got it out to his corner man, is Stevenson, away over on the far side. Sarsfields down by 2, coming down the far side, looking to get a score on the board.
Yeah, then they're big and strong in the middle there, and they're moving on down. As I say, pushed it up to the 45, Sarsfields, out on the far side.
Inside, there's a runner, and the ball could go back again, but he's going to, well, it goes out on the outside. A chance here for Sarsfields to get a score. Well, a brilliant bit of defensive there, defending there by Annaghmore. The referee gave the ball wide, and the ball has gone wide. And that was an absolute chance down there, but great bit of defence there by Annaghmore. The ball comes out underneath his ear, picked up there by the wing half back. The wing half back is McNeice. McNeice pushes inside. The ball is given long, so the space is opening up for Annaghmore here. Back into McCormick. Going on the inside, checking round. There's a chance. There's an overlap. The man's coming inside, and he's going to pick it up. He's going to spin. He's looking for support. It's not coming. Away over on the far side. Well, there's McCormick. He's absolutely hammered in there. The ball is along the ground. Picked up. He should be given across here, but he's just missed that one. There's a gaggle of men over there. There's a man down with cramp. Ball broken down. The referee has indicated that that's a free, and he's going to give a free out. It was helter-skelter there, John Joe, for 2 seconds.
It dropped into the square. I would say there's a few panicking boys there, but exactly, they got it away. The referee gave them a free out, and they're moving quickly down the far side.
2:13 to 2:11 here, and we're 1.5 minutes into the second period of extra time here. The big game is held back because of extra time in the Sarsfields Annaghmore match. The ball is kicked long all the way down towards the full forward line of the men from the High Moss. Up by the Blue Chapel, they're coming round on the outside. There's a man coming right down the middle. A chance, there's a man on the outside, but the ball didn't come, but there's a man out on the far side. Sarsfields have stretched this game way out wide. The ball is up in the air. The ball goes down, and the ball is over the bar. John Joe, there's only a point between it. We have an Annaghmore man at the top here, down with cramp. There's only 1 point between them.
A great score, and it came low over the crossbar. The umpires had to take a minute or two just to decide. But as I said, it was straight from the left-hand side. Again, the rain coming down here in the athletics grounds.
The ball is pushed out away over the far side. That's a mark, but the referee hasn't. Well, he's given it now. And Annaghmore, they're in control. There's 8 minutes left of this game. Cramp. The Annaghmore men are getting cramped. The Sarsfields men are feeling the cramp as well. But the game goes on.
And it's still moving at a frantic pace, as you say. There's 1 point in it.
Way over the far side, Annaghmore are bringing one of the players back in that was on earlier on. He's coming back in here, but this ball comes all the way back to the big midfielder, McQuaid. He looks really, really good, this man. There's a man on the outside. If this ball goes in, it goes in the inside. A chance for Annaghmore. Back on the inside to McCormick. He's going to go forward here. He tries to get it on the right foot. Well, he's run into 2 or 3 Sarsfields men. The ball is broken out all the way back. The ball has been recycled all the way out on the right-hand side. It's up in the air. Is it going over the bar? It's gone over the bar. There's 2 points in it.
I was just going to say a great piece of defending by Sarsfields, but as it dropped out to the 20, he put it straight over the bar. As I say, there's 2 in it now, 2:14 to 2:12.
And it's all to play for here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds gone in the second period of extra time. This is a little bit of bonus territory here. Value on Armagh TV here this evening. Of course, this game sponsored by Donnelly's, great car company down the road here. Ball's coming out, dropping short. Up, the ball's down, it's broken, and out comes, well, the Sarsfield man gathered that one up, and there's 3 Annaghmore men around him. A lot of hard work over there. The rain, there's men coming in with umbrellas here, and the rain was coming down, but the game goes on away over on the open side. This is going to come in, and well, there's 2 Sarsfields men waited on that one, but there goes Annaghmore. There's an overlap here. Annaghmore absolutely could get a goal here. They definitely should be getting a point. It comes on the inside. It should go back out again. A chance, and it's up in the air, and it's over the bar, and that could have been a goal if it had been a wee bit quicker, but Annaghmore get another one on the board, and Annaghmore 2:15, Sarsfields 2:12.
I think Conor McCallum was listening to his manager. Take your point there, take your point, and that's exactly what he did. So now there's a goal in it between them.
5 minutes gone, 5 minutes left here. The ball is broken down. Sarsfields on the attack. There's 3 Sarsfields men coming chasing this ball here. Little bit of a pull and a tug. The referee is going to blow the whistle, and the referee spotted that one, and I spotted it. The referee was 100% right there, and he calls the Sarsfield man over, and the Sarsfield man goes, "Me, ref." Yeah, the referee goes, yeah. So I would say this could be a booking, and I'm not even sure if there was a booking in the whole match here, but it's got very, very tense here towards the last 5 minutes of the game in extra time, the second period of extra time, and there's the yellow card. There's 3 points between it. Well, the money was in Sarsfields earlier on in this game, but that changed dramatically in the middle of the second half where the rain came down and Annaghmore upped the ante and they had a goal and 3 points without reply. And this ball goes all the way back to the keeper, Matthew McNeice. Matthew comes out acting as a sort of a sweeper, and Annaghmore driving forward. The corner man's coming out. Reevy all the way, still with the ball under his arm. Still goes with the ball under his arm. He's gone 50, 60 metres with the ball. There's a man on the outside, there's a man on the inside. He still has the ball. He looks up, he gives a lovely pass all the way out here on the left hand side to the substitute to come in there, and that's Tennyson. Tennyson gives the ball all the way back, and there's 3-4 Annaghmore men waiting for this ball, and there's a man on the outside. He picks it up, the tackles are coming in, he goes one way, he offloads the pass, a chance here, the hits are coming in way over on the far side, ball comes back. A chance, the big midfielder, he looks very, very athletic coming through. There's 2 or 3 men round him. Sarsfields have stole that ball away, but again, Sarsfields, they're down by 3, 2:15 to 2:12. Can the same thing happen? Can they get a score towards the end? The long punt goes away out on the far side. 6 minutes and 12 seconds gone. There's one Sarsfields man on the inside line. There's no other Sarsfields men anywhere to be seen. A little bit of reinforcements come along the ground here now, and that ball is kicked out, and it's wide, and Annaghmore are in control, John Joe.
Yeah, that takes the pressure off Annaghmore for this is played at a frantic pace, and it's good, hard-hitting football from everybody on each side. Well, as I say, there's nobody down at the moment injured with cramp or anything. Everybody seems to be moving about the pitch.
When you read about this game in the local press, they'll say they thought that was a 45, but we called that a wide immediately there, and the score is 2:15 to 2:12. 6 minutes and 50 seconds gone here in the game. John Morrison shaking his head, saying that should have been a 45. The ball is up in the air, broke down, a chance, but there's 3 Sarsfields men looking for that. It's picked up, they're going forward. There's 2, 3 Sarsfields men on the overlap here. A chance, they need a goal. There's 3 points between it. The ball is broken down, it's gathered up. He's going on the outside. He's still on the outside. Pass out. He's been pulled back. McNeice gets the ball up. The referee says play on. And out comes the goalkeeper. Well, that's a sort of a... You would like to see that in replay to see what happened there, but the referee says play on. There's only 2 minutes left here in the game, and there's 3 points between them, 2:15 to 2:12. And John Morrison says, was that a penalty? Paddy Savage says, I don't know, I didn't see. Eugene Graney says, absolutely don't know. And that's like a lift ball there, and the Sarsfields men go, it's a lift ball, but Annaghmore play on. They're trying very, very gallantly here to win the ball. Tackles are coming underneath. The referee is 100% right on that one there. He's absolutely right, because the wing man there from Annaghmore, Matthew sort of swung back, and the referee indicated that that's a free, or is it the corner man there? So maybe it was Michael Davlin, but the referee got that one on the button there. All this Annaghmore man had to do was just keep driving forward. I can tell you, that's all to play for here. 2 minutes left in this game here. Second card. So this ball's going to go in about the house, I would say, John Joe. Sarsfields down by 3. 2 minutes to go. The referee has indicated, let's get on with the game. Is there a sub coming off here?
Yeah, it seems like somebody coming off. Stephen McConville looks
absolutely no hurry here to get this game underway. They're going to take their time. They're going to waste time here getting a player on the field. But the referee will add time, and of course the big game between Mahary and Crossmaglen was supposed to start approximately 10 minutes ago. But it's bonus territory here on Armagh TV. Well, Sarsfields need to be getting it down. There's a man on the inside. Ball goes inside. Well, he's down. Goes hand to toe. He looks up. He's going to be putting this one in about the house, and the ball goes in. It's dropping down. Oh, and he absolutely missed that one. The referee says it's a wide ball. The Sarsfields man thought he was going to get a free. He probably took his eye off it at the last second, John Joe.
Yeah, he took his eye off it at the last second, as you say. He was probably thinking of the glory running around after he scored the goal, but unfortunately it had to do the hard work first.
Well, he had to get his hands on the ball. He didn't, and there's 45 seconds left in this game here. 9 minutes and 10 seconds played. Annaghmore in control. 3 points up in the game here. They're on the attack. Oh, they give the ball away there. So Sarsfields need to be pushing men down forward. The long ball comes in. Sarsfields have a sweeper, but he missed it. There's an overlap coming here. There's a man on the outside. There's a little bit of a push here. He slides on the ground. He's on the ground. He looks up. He's going to pull the trigger. He hits the ball. Yes, it's in the net. And the goal stands. It's all square. Eamon McGowan, the same thing happened at the end of the first half. The same thing happened at the end of the extra time. The game is going to end up all square. Will we do what happened in Toronto? Will we go for the 45s? Will they be kicking the 45s to see who can score? Well, that happened on the other side of the Atlantic last week. Don't believe it's going to happen here. Annaghmore must be pulling their hair out. They were in total control of that game. Sarsfields were dead and buried. The long ball in, the ball in the back of the net. One chance here. Could Sarsfields win this? What a catch in the middle of the field there. The referee says that's a free in. The ball goes in. The ball is dropping down. There's two Annaghmore men. The ball is pushed away and is picked up. The time is up. We're in injury time here. The referee says play on here. Annaghmore, they try to get on. The big man in the middle of the field, he's going to drive forward. The ball is long. A chance here if it bounces over his head. And you can see it coming. Big McCormick come out. The ball went over his head. The referee must be playing for a winner here. There is no doubt about that, because there's no way. There's a minute and a half of extra time here at the end of this game. Sarsfields are level. Annaghmore let the goal in at the end of the first half, and at the end of extra time they're in control here. One good shot from the men from the high moss up by the blue chapel. Great catch over the far side. Annaghmore have repelled that. The referee's under pressure here. Is he going to blow the whistle? Well, he's going to book somebody. The black card, and Annaghmore get on with the game. They need a score. It's all square. Who wants this the most? The jersey is pulled. The referee has indicated it's all over. We have to do this again, or do we go into extra time? The scribes in the press box don't know. Joe Jordan needs to tee out here. The streams are going all over the world here this evening, and I can tell you, you might pay £80 for Conor McGregor, but you'll not get incidents like you got here on the athletic grounds this last 5 or 10 minutes, John Joe.
Well, I'm just looking at a very similar looking Conor McGregor walking up the steps, number 17 for Sarsfields, but that's unbelievable that we got a draw with extra time. The rain dumping down here in the athletics grounds, but again,
and Cross McGlenn come out there, don't care, let's get on with the game here. I can tell you, 2 minutes to go, there was only one winner. 1 minute to go, there was only a winner in that game. And Annaghmore, the high ball, and if I was the Sarsfield high moss man, every ball would be gone in, would be dropped from a height. And Annaghmore, well, they'll be absolutely scratching their heads and saying, how did we not win that game? Not once, but twice, John Joe.
That was unbelievable, as I say. Sarsfields, both halves, both extra time, came through with the goal in the last minute.
Well,
you couldn't have written it.
And I just see Barra O'Murray just come in there. He flew all the way in from Newtown Hamilton, that fabulous town just up the road there. He's just come in. So it's all to happen again here. The players are coming in. They're told to come up. They're going to come up the long way, John Joe, and round and down the back way. But we got value for money here. We got a draw.
Excellent. Yes, it's
2-15 to 3-12. All to play for in the replay. I don't know when that's going to be. The county board are going, we have another replay, lads, so that'll probably be on maybe midweek sometime.
Midweek, no sign of Maher yet.
But there we have it. So at the end of this game, 2-15 to 3-12. What a game of football. What a result. The Sarsfield men are going past us here, and they're just waving their hands. The Annaghmore men are going, what happened there?
Yeah, it was very good, as I say. The Sarsfield boys all with big smiles on their faces, and they know they have to do it all again. It'll be interesting to see what date there are and when these fixtures will be arranged. Again, the rain's coming down. Mahoney aren't out yet on the pitch. Cross McGlenn have a great squad in front of them. They're kicking in from all over. Again, they haven't started any of their drills yet. I presume this match will move on quite quickly.
There's no question. No question about that one. I'll tell you what, John Joe, what a second half. What a comeback by Sarsfields. The Annaghmore men are absolutely got it here, because they had that game won not once but twice, and they let the ball, the high ball, as we say, the Holy Mary, come in on top of the square.
As you can give me county football, but club level football, the heart and the energy that those guys used in the last few minutes. There's a Mahoney team coming out on the pitch now as they come.
Well, we await now the start of the second half, and I think what we'll probably do is we'll take a 30-second break here to get ourselves ready for this one, because that was frantic at the end of that game, and what a performance by both teams. A credit to both Sarsfields and Annaghmore, and it all ended up after extra time a draw. That will all have to happen again. But here this evening we now wait for the famous Cross McGlenn and Mahoney to take the battle to each other here in 30 seconds.